guys for watching Entertainment with the Smokies. I'm Rhonda.
And I'm David.
And we're so excited. We are backstage here at the Shed in Maryville with a very special guest. It's an exclusive interview.
You will only see this interview here on Entertainment and the Smokies, and we certainly appreciate our guest today. She's fresh in from another concert. She zoomed into town and she's taken time here. I would like to introduce you to our award-winning Tobi Lee from Mustang South.
I love it. Thank you so much for being with us, Tobi.
Thank you guys for having me.
We appreciate you. Just got in from Michigan, I believe?
Yeah, we played in Michigan last night, drove all night, rolled in here, sound check, ate, getting dressed, and gonna get on stage and rock.
Well, at least you got a sound check this time.
Yes, we did.
Just sliding like you did at Josie Awards.
That's yeah, true.
But you did awesome without sound check, so tonight could be like triple amazing, right?
If not, then we need to work on some stuff.
Just slide in next time, right?
Yeah, next time I'll just be like, I'm showing up 5 minutes. 5 minutes before show time.
So the backstory is that you were performing. Where were you performing?
In Arkansas.
They were in Arkansas, and they literally got off the stage, packed up the gear, got in the tour bus, drove all the way to Dollywood for the 2018 Josie Music Awards, which you were a performer.
Yes.
And and what an amazing performance it was. Tell us about that.
Well, first off, we rolled in way late, obviously. But it was funny because they were like, you need to get on the red carpet now. You need to get here or you're not going to be able to perform. And I was just like, oh my gosh, you guys, we couldn't get dressed fast enough, couldn't get ready fast enough. Finally, we rolled in. You guys obviously know we didn't make the red carpet until like the very end. And then they were like, you know, you might not be able to perform, talk to the sound crew. Thank goodness for my sound guy. Love you, Kyle. He had our cue sheet. He went and talked to the sound guys. He gave them a rough mix and was like, this is what they do. And they let us perform, and it was an absolute honor and a great stage. And obviously we did something right because we got standing ovation. And I was just like, oh my gosh, in a room full of entertainers, that to me is the biggest compliment.
Absolutely.
And it was just.
And then you walked away with this.
Walked away with Entertainer of the Year.
Entertainer of the Year for the 2018 Josie Music Awards, the world's largest independent music awards. Congratulations, that's a huge honor.
It's immensely. I'm just like, oh my, I'm still in shock. I'm still in shock. So I'm truly blown away and just glad that they thought of us.
So the bandmates, kind of the rumor is that you take this award with you everywhere you go.
But yeah, it's been in the bathroom.
You take this in the bathroom?
Yeah, it just sits there on its perch.
So it's like your best friend?
It's my boyfriend. It's my new boyfriend. We are officially dating. We're never breaking up.
And now it's going to be Facebook official because it's not official until it's Facebook official.
So I have to change my status to in relationship?
Relationship, that's right.
Well, I mean, it's complicated, but...
It's complicated.
That's even better.
I've heard with an inanimate object.
That's right.
Yeah, there.
You've heard it here on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, on Roku. You've heard it all over the place.
I am off the market.
They are in
That's right.
relationship.
I'm off the market.
Let's talk about here tonight. You're here at the Shed in Maryville down in the Hardy area. Tell us, is this the first time you performed there?
No, we are lucky we get to come here about once a year. Great venue, great crew that works here. The people that work here are fantastic. And the fans,
They're bar none.
I will say, I'll challenge any artist. I think we have the greatest fans in the world. I really do. They follow us all over. They follow us to Italy. I mean, literally. So I think that we are truly blessed. And it's funny because I stand on stage and I look out and I know so many people. I know so many people by first name. It's like we're friends. We've hung out. It's an amazing feeling that fans become friends and we call them friends.
Well, I was walking through the crowd before our interview. I had a little bit of time to kill, and I actually saw some people that I recognized. I was like, weren't you at the...
They were at the award show.
Yeah, you were at the award show. And at first the gentleman said no, and then he said, yeah, I was.
Well, he just didn't want to admit it because he's a biker, and he had to put on a suit. And he was, did you see how uncomfortable he was? He shaved and everything, and it's like, it's Bruce.
Oh, Bruce.
Bruce and Michelle, and you know he was just like she sent a picture to us, and it was him, and he was just like, poor miserable guy who's in khakis.
Well, what an honor for one of your fans who would normally not put on a suit, to put that suit on, to drive all the way to Dollywood to honor you. And what a perfect way to honor you.
I agree. The fact that they've supported, the fans are the reason that we play music. And it's not your talent. It's really got nothing to do with anything that we do. It's whether or not somebody's willing to sit out there and watch us play. You know, it's like I always say that on stage. I was like, one of these days, they're going to stop coming. And when they do, that's when I don't get to sing anymore. So it was an honor to get to win this award and for them to see it, like, thank you for all that support. It paid off. And you guys made that happen. The fans made that happen.
There was a legion, a mob of people, and then after your performance, everybody was standing up, and I was one of the first ones. I was clapping. I was crazy with
the
it.
The media in the back was like,
oh yeah, everybody was going crazy.
There was nobody sitting.
It was amazing. It was an amazing feeling. I could have stayed on that stage all night long. They let me.
Well, you know, I think you have an announcement you was going to share with us.
Well, yeah, we're going into the studio, and this is really cool. I got a phone call from a friend of mine who said, do you mind if I give this band your number? They want to write with you. And I was like, well, who is it? You know, because I don't give my number. I'm a tour bus doesn't, tour bus driver doesn't even have my phone number. And it's like, well, who is it? And he goes, well, it's 3 Doors Down. And I was like, okay, 3 Doors Down wants to write with me? Absolutely. So they called me and we got together. Well, thank you, 3 Doors Down for calling me.
Yes.
So now
call us.
Yeah.
Now call us so that when you get there, we can do a post-song interview.
Do another interview.
I mean, if you insist.
Right there in the studio, because actually I went to their studio in Hendersonville and we wrote a song called "Tell It to Me Sober." And so we tried it out on our audiences this summer just to see people's reaction. I think it's the best way to find out what you have in a song. And people are really responding great to it. So I called Chet with 3 Doors Down and I was like, what's it going to take to get you guys on this record? So he goes, we will absolutely play. So they're going to be playing the music while I sing the song that we wrote together.
Amazing.
And I'm going to be able to say I'm cutting a song with 3 Doors Down.
Can we say this is your year?
I hope it's my year.
This sounds like your
I hope it is.
It sounds like it. So we wish you much luck with that. But if it's okay, let me back up just a hair.
Okay.
I would like to know about your involvement with music early on. Who were your influences and how did you know or figure out that you wanted to be a performer?
It's funny because I was adopted, and so like really my family doesn't have a whole lot of musical ability. They try, but yeah. So it's like I always wanted to sing. From the first minute that I could talk, I wanted to sing. I always sang. My mom had to take me everywhere, street corners. I would go raise money for charities, and I'd sing at the grocery store. Anything where I could be on a stage and performing. It just always was. I've never changed. I've never wavered my entire life. I've always wanted to be on a stage and be a singer. And I remember seeing Coal Miner's Daughter as a little kid, and I was just like, wow. Oh my gosh, I want all the cameras, the Grand Ole Opry. I was like, I want all of that. And then Barbara Mandrell, big influence.
Absolutely.
I saw all the instruments that she played, so I vowed to play more. So I literally, except for fiddle, that sounds like 2 cats in an alley fighting, but I'll still pretend to play it. So I like literally, I grew up playing drums, guitar, piano. So you'll see throughout the show, I play a little bit of everything on the stage. And my main idol, well, they're all my idols, but I love Tina Turner.
Oh, yes.
The passion, the heart, it's just like she was meant to sing. And I'm going to be in Switzerland in March. And I'm going to be, Tina, if you're watching this, I will literally be 10 minutes from your house. And if you want to come to the show, I'll come pick you up.
Yes, and if Tina, if you would like entertainment in the Smokies to showcase you like we're doing Tobi Lee tonight, well, we'll just show up with our cameras and our lights. So
yeah, see?
Yeah, see?
It's kind of funny, kind of ironic. When you was performing, I looked at my mom and said, "Oh my God, that's just like Tina Turner." I'm not kidding a bit. I swear to you, I was like, oh my gosh, I looked up there and I was looking to see Tina when I looked up.
That's see now I'm like, okay, I'm good.
That's what I felt.
That's what I felt. Yeah, I love Tina. There's a passion that she puts in her music that you just can't take away.
We really appreciate you giving us this exclusive interview. We thank you so much for being on the show. Thank you all for watching. We're going to be leaving in just a second for a video, but I think when I say that there's something coming up. What's that, Dave? What we got to talk about?
We have a very special announcement that you're only seeing here on Entertainment in the Smokies, and I'm going to let you, this is Tobi Lee, and if you don't know how to find her, it's Tobilee. You're going to be able to find her music on Tobi Lee fan page. So Tobi, tell us what is happening tonight at midnight after this amazing performance tonight.
Well, in honor of touring and winning this Entertainer of the Year award, we love summer. We've had a great summer tour, so it was like we don't want the summer to end. So we're going to drop a brand new video that will keep us summertime through the winter time. So it's a fun, beachy, great song, and we're dropping a brand new video tonight at midnight.
Tonight at midnight.
Guys, you better be watching, because you're not seeing that one yet, because this is before, but tonight at midnight. What do they need to go watch that new video?
Tobi Lee on Facebook.
Tobi Lee on Facebook. Go to her fan page, like it, watch it, love her music. Watch this video right after this. Thanks for watching Entertainment in the Smokies. I'm Rhonda.
And I'm David. We would like you to enjoy this show and please share it. Tell all your friends. So thank you, Tobi.
Thank you guys for having me. Thank y'all.